going? Dr. Rob Kiltz, See My Fertility, the Fertile Fireside Chat. Welcome. I'm going to be answering your questions on fertility issues, inflammation, immunology, endometriosis, keto, carnivore, paleo, and helping you on this journey. Hello. And let's see, Nicole, Ash, Ash Gendad, hello, how are you doing? Nicole, hello. It's great to see everyone joining me today. It's the Fertile Fireside Chat, Seeing My Fertility. Great to be with you again Sunday morning, 10. Lydia, good morning. Michelle, good morning. And from Minnesota, tell us where you're from. I'm in upstate New York, Skinny Atlas. The Syracuse office, I'm here this week. I'm actually going down to Sarasota Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, just to kind of help the team. They're doing awesome and amazing and sharing the story of accessibility, access, integration of East and West. And we want to make sure that we're providing you with the very best quality, looking out everywhere for ideas that can help you on this fertility journey. Kimberly, let's see, Aglabi, Vicky, hello. Sikia, hello. And I apologize if I don't pronounce everyone's names correctly. A little dyslexia, a little slow. Aaron, Kristen, Christine, Karima, Lydia again, and Curtis, good morning. And from Florida and Charlotte, North Carolina, hi, Aaron from Tucson, welcome. I'm just hoping you guys are having a really relaxing, beautiful, meditative Sunday. It's gray and gloomy, which is to me is beautiful and amazing. A little chilly, and I hung out with Dr. Faruqi today, a little this morning. He's on his way for a week off, and we're sharing some ideas. We want to know what you think, what ideas you have. We've been talking about supplements, about diet, but I want to change it to live it, love it plan, the optimal human lifestyle rather than a diet. And whenever I talk about food, by the way, I am never, ever talking about weight loss. You're welcome to do it, but that's not what the food, live it lifestyle that I talk about. It's anti-inflammation. It's the optimal human Ferrari plan. Jillian, New Orleans, I think that's it. And Grace and Michelle from Lancaster, PA, welcome. And here to take your questions, your ideas. Can everyone hear me okay? I've been working on some new ways to get all this digital stuff working, right? Neck of the Woods, FET, C. Hines, Stephen Klein, hello, Jen Frost. We start the day with hellos and family and friends. And really what we're working to do is create a global family. That's the mission of sharing ideas to help improve your fertility journey. And we want to be as positive and loving and kind and looking, because this is a hard, difficult journey, emotionally, physically, financially, very, very hard. And we're always looking out there, and why it's so expensive around this country and this world for all medical care, by the way, I don't know. I'm a little kind of tweaked lately because I've been recommending some things, and then someone has a patent that says I can't even talk about DHEA. And I'm beginning to wonder whether or not DHEA even works. But I'm loving to get your ideas and all of this. Let's see, Danielle, 77. Good morning. Husband and I just did our first round IVF, CNY, failed. We are so disappointed. Understandable. Let's see, 42 years young, 38 years your husband, several IUIs in the past. In 2017, we were pregnant. So look you've got to go online to check out the family building guide on CNY fertility, right? And also Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle, just to name a few. Now you can download these free digitally on CNY Fertility website or drkiltz.com, but you can buy paper copies from Amazon. I personally think this will give you a lot of insight about endometriosis, inflammation, why Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle is so important, why one meal a day is a game changer, and why endometriosis and a laparoscopy or medical treatment is valuable even when you have no symptoms other than the leading symptom, I'm sorry, is infertility, recurrent pregnancy loss, failed implantation, and I'll go down the list of all of it. All right, Lydia, progesterone estrogen is coming to bring on a period a few weeks sooner for hysteroscopy. Will let this change my next period time? It may, but that doesn't, not so critical about your menstrual cycle. What I like to tell people is your menstrual period doesn't matter as much for stimulation in a freeze-all cycle, but the timing based on ovulation and your cycle and lining thickness is more important for a frozen embryo transfer. We were pregnant with twins, but we lost the twins at 6 months. We were doing keto. Danielle, look at carnivore. And today at 1 o'clock Eastern, I'm going to be talking with Kelly Hogan, carnivore, 10 years or more, pregnancy 3 times. And again, at Seeing Life Fertility, Instagram, and our YouTube and Facebook, 1 o'clock Eastern time, we're going to talk about how carnivore is the game changer. And I've been carnivore for 10 years plus, occasionally have French fries, but 99% it's meat, healthiest, best thing. It's radical. But look at, we don't know if it's an egg issue, a sperm issue, an embryo issue, but it's always the vessel of the sperm source and the egg source that affects those things. That's why so much of what we talk about is so critical to make the changes. We just had second FET and both failed, and it is an ERA. Let me make sure I get to you right. Let's see here. Brittany, how you doing today? And again, I wish I could get to every question. I'm going to do my best. Second FET and both have failed. An ERA is worth it, yes. A Receptiva testing might be worth it. A laparoscopy, hysteroscopy may be worth it. Again, don't forget, check out Family Building Guide and Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle. And you can check out the Fertile Feast. And I'm a little nuts on this stuff. I know everyone's like, Kiltz, be quiet. Check out the bacon, eggs, butter, beef, ice cream from time to time. OMAD. So one meal a day is rocking amazing. You want your blood sugar low, by the way. The cause of all disease is a plant-based diet. I know it didn't make sense, but birth control pills are made from yams and vegetables because they contain estrogen, progesterone, and ultimately, you know, it's just kind of a hard thing for any of us to really understand. But the moment I did it personally 10 years ago, arthritis, psoriasis, migraines, bowel bleeding, hemorrhoids, constipation, I know you don't want to hear anything about that, but all of it gone. And I've seen so many sperm improvements, egg improvements, embryo improvements, and I don't have a patent on any of these things, by the way. Free access to all information. We have nothing to hide. You can take the Family Building Guide and the Keto Lifestyle to any doctor you want and say, hey, can you try one of these immune protocols? Absolutumundo, by the way. Laparoscopy, HSG. So ultimately, the whole trick here is never give up. Persistence is the pattern that we all need to have in life. It is hard. It is frustrating. That's why we have our Fertile Spirit group and our Fertile Friends and all of you guys and gals and human beings on this really hard-ass journey to share what did you do to improve your outcomes and get the success, whether it's your egg, your sperm partners, your embryo, a donor egg, sperm, or embryo, a gestational carrier, or adoption. No one knows the way. Faith in some higher power and a positive, you gotta be more positive in life, right? That's what I say is the most important thing. Let's see, Susan Missinger, I think that's it. Susan M. Singer, baby in March of 2021 from a frozen transfer. Can I put 2 embryos in when I go for my next transfer? I'm going to say yes, but ultimately I don't make the decision, 1 or 2. And we're open to what you want, not what we want. But, you know, we're going to give you our recommendations that there may be higher risk if you do too many. By the way, Took a year and a half, but thank you. 2 little boys, 12 weeks. Wow, postpartum. I think that's what you meant. But Kate, thank you. And share. Look, we all as a family are listening and learning from each other with love and kindness and patience. And we're learning from so many others that have published in the peer-reviewed journals that then I'm wondering, are we only out there for money, or are we out here to make more mommies and babies? And I am dedicated to that at CNY Fertility. So we're going to keep going on that one for you, by the way. Tech noted fluid, my C-section scar. What does that mean? Nancy Fitz, thank you. So there's a little bit of a defect that can happen from those C-sections. The niche can have fluid or blood or an ectopic. It may not be a problem for many, but sometimes it may require someone to go in there and excise it and get rid of it. So it's something that only if there seems to be fluid in the cavity does it seem to be a problem. Many times it's not. My blood sugar to get out of whack. And look at, of everything I've learned, remember, we have no requirement for fruit, fiber, vegetables, seeds, or nuts. In fact, the plants are the predators that make the poisons to protect themselves from herbivores like you and I. And I know our brains go like, oh, vegetables, they're so good. They cause arthritis, psoriasis, cancer, migraines, and make us vegetables. That's right. Vegetables make humans vegetables because we're addicted to them, because they make us feel good. Of course they do, because they get us fat. And in the ancient environment, if you were skinny, you were dead. You better get fat. The get fat gene is the best genetics ever created in the universe. And insulin resistance doesn't exist. And sugar is never the energy for the mitochondria. It's always fatty acids. I know, it's crazy. Hysteroscopy in August for a polyp, had baseline for an FET in lining was 11.7. First period in 60 days, started meds since still bleeding. That's not necessarily too thick, by the way. Look at, I always say baselines get started, look at it in 7 to 14 days later, see what it looks like, determine whether or not we need to do something to induce a period, do a hysteroscopy DNC, add some Lupron. There's really lots of things to do in this whole journey that isn't always so straightforward. If you've had a hysteroscopy, a DNC, that can help in that. Lydia, you can ask for any of the doctors that you want. If we're there, we'll be glad to do your transfer. Dr. Corley and Dr. Luther are the favorites in Syracuse. And Dr. Ditkoff and Grossman in Albany, Dr. Chang and Dr. D'Souza in Buffalo, and Dr. Fink and Dr. Magarelli, amazing team members in Colorado. Dr. Kondrup is holding down the fort while we're doing new laboratory building, OR building, and lots of stuff happening in Sarasota. So we're visualizing March, April, or May. I'm doing whatever I can to get it happening fast. Let me know about Humira. So Humira and IVIG, by the way. So if you go to the CNY Fertility Family Building Guide and look up the immune protocols, Humira is anti-inflammatory. IVIG, Plaquenil, Neupogen, Prograf, higher dose prednisones, Lovenox, aspirin, all are anti-inflammatory. And the most number one anti-inflammatory thing you could do is Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle and the baby's lifestyle, the Live It plan. 1 meal a day, my friends. Pick a meal, do it. But I say before you go to bed to rest and digest is the very best. How to prepare for a day 3 frozen. Kelly, basically you're either going to have a natural cycle, a modified natural cycle, or use estrogen and progesterone. But number one is look in our books, Amazon, look on our website. We have a lot of digital free stuff. We talk about this. I mean, the internet, open access is everywhere to all this information. And the more we learn about this, but basically 1 meal a day, Kiltz's Keto, meditation, prayer, visualize the thing you want. And this is where low-dose naltrexone, I think, comes in. You might do a laparoscopy, hysteroscopy. Let's see, can you do an embryo retrieval a few days before laparoscopy hysteroscopy? I've done that before, Christine, but in general, we wait longer to do it because if your ovaries are really big, they kind of get in the way of looking for endo and treating it and things like that. Let's see. Yes, and that's true only if we're there. And, I do go down to Florida a little bit. I do try to take some time. I get my pottery studio, my painting studio, and even into my videography studio where I can share crazy concepts and ideas that I think open access, my friends. Look out there. You'll see so many ideas that you guys are sharing. And the more you share about what you did and to get your success, please keep doing that, by the way. Move through you. Are there any options for balanced translocation patients besides IVF? So many balanced translocation patients, people, humans have babies naturally with IUI, with IVF, with laparoscopy hysteroscopy. I think there's something about inflammation that probably affects that DNA and chromosomal separations that increase your odds of having a miscarriage or failed implantation. So always recognize that it's either intercourse, have sex, by the way, and intimacy is so critical. We're all stressed out and we're not having intimate relationships with ourselves and our partners, more love and kindness. And you must take the time and put the time. And you got to clear the mind of all the anger, fear, worry, judgment, negativity. That's hard for all of us, by the way. That's why I meditate infinite times a day. Thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for the day, for all the amazing people, experiences ever in my life. How blessed I am. Let's see. Anastasia. I don't think I can do the low oxygen. My blood platelet count is low. It might be aspirin. Again, all of these sufferings are caused of an excessive inflammatory environment within our bodies because we're plant-based eaters 3 to 6 times a day, but we're really mostly carnivore-like hunters. We ate 1 time a day or far less. And when we found those carbs, sweet fruits and vegetables in nature, we ate as much as we could. So we would store the fat because it's only fat that matters. No sugar is our fuel for the mitochondria. Insulin resistance doesn't exist. And obesity is never the cause of disease. It is the survival gene. I've always said, if you're overweight, you're beautiful and amazing. Your genetics are predisposed to survival and reproduction. The problem is the modern money-making machine of a monster of medical care in this world today is focused on more money and not about more mommies and babies and fathers and healthy people. The advice that they're giving us is wrong. Look at Ken Berry's book on the lies we've all learned. And I'm telling you, it's nuts, but I would say that don't ever give up in this journey. Doing another retrieval, pros and cons with being older. Well, again, I'm young. I'm 65, going to be 66 in March 12th. I don't need anything other than I need your love and support and all the things that we do for each other, by the way. 2-year twins from a retrieval 4 years ago. Last retrieval, I got 8 normal embryos, AMH. Look at, most important thing, Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle. It's the baby's life plan, right? Bacon, eggs, butter, beef, intermittently feasting. That's 1 meal a day or less. And look at that. Look at Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle. And of course, look at the Family Building Guide. And again, they're free on our website. Download a digital copy. But this is where I've always said, you got to consider yourself young and fertile first, and then change the frequency and what you put in the mind and the mouth. And 1 time a day is the game changer. If you keep on eating whatever you're eating, whatever you're vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, or carnivore. But remember, plants want to make you infertile, and they want to kill you, and they want to make us fertilizer. That's their mechanism of protection and survival. That is so simple. The birth control pill is made from plants. And when you're eating a lot of plants, they're deadly. And seeds and nuts are deadly. DNC, So I think natural IVF, I do all the time. We do a lot of natural transfers or a modified natural with the trigger shot. I think those work really nicely. We do a lot of natural IVFs with only one follicle. You don't have to have 20 follicles to do IVF. One is all you need. We've been pre-programmed, domesticated little ding-dong someday. I'm sorry for my crazy language, but what I've learned is a game changer. You and I are the lionesses and the lions. We're the goddesses and the gods. We need to recognize that we have been led to slaughter in a grass and grain feedery, and we're not herbivores, we're carnivores. We can eat anything. That does not mean you should, by the way. Add the fat is keto, by the way. All right, Intraovarian Prp. We do Intraovarian Prp, we do intrauterine high volume. Thank you, Dr. Verdialis. We think it absolutely helps. And you want to take some antibiotics, longer course, a more broad spectrum, because there are a few that get some infections. We have to be very, very cautious. When the ovary has lower blood flow, that doesn't have the same rejuvenation capability. So it's something that's there and possible. Atlanta, we're working on Atlanta for frozens. I got to get Sarasota done. We're working on it. It takes time, and we're just all going to keep, and time is infinite, by the way. We have all the time in the world, and I'm as young as I think I am. And every day, thank you, God, Lord, creator, for the day. And God is all of us, within all of us. And God, my friends, is not a religion. It's a spiritual belief system. You choose to participate in a religion to give you the support that we all choose, because I think as a culture, we all like to listen and learn from those that can teach us better. When does trans usually fall after cycle? If it falls on Thanksgiving, we're not doing retrievals or transfers on Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. I think even the 4th of July. I don't know what other days were closed, but my team really does a rocking amazing job. But Sunday is my day off. I do my live, I do my pottery, maybe a painting. I work to do a little journaling. Get yourself a journal. Judy Cho shared with me a food and mood journal. I say faith, food, and mood. And remember, write it down. But you want to write more about the positivity of your life, the gratitude of your life, all the amazing things that you have in your life. And the more you focus on that, wow. And let's see. Yes, I'm the kid from Silver Lake, LA, Stacy. And my dream is back to LA. Now, I'm not going to go back and live full time, but I love everywhere. And we see people from everywhere. And the whole idea here is that this is a village, family sourced information for all of us. For whatever reason, the doctors that patent open access information claim that they've invented something. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. But when we recommend something that's open access, then you guys keep sharing the ideas so we can all learn together the best way. Atlanta doing IUIs. Atlanta is having some challenge with IUIs because for some reason in Georgia, you have to be an MD to do an IUI. I don't know why, but my nurses and practitioners can do it everywhere else but Georgia. So I'm working on hopefully another doc with Dr. Verdialis, who's not there all the time. Tiffany, thank you. Listen, we all need to focus on our positive vibes, share the positivity, and even share the pain, because listen, stress and struggles and pain are natural to all of us. I get that way. Oh my God, some days I'm I get a little angry and mad, and then I gotta step back and okay, whew. Especially when someone's suing me for just sharing that DHEA might help. And now I'm wondering whether or not DHEA even does help anyone. So we need a little bit more information out there. But morning is going great, by the way, Sarah. Hypothyroid symptoms and just got a thyroid panel. but didn't get an ARB. I think you need to do a total reverse all of those things. And you have to look at antithyroid antibodies. 50 mics was on 75. Haven't heard back from NP. We ordered tests. Check back with us. We're looking at maybe bringing on an endocrinologist who has more knowledge in thyroid. My belief is that the plants, by the way, want to attack your thyroid. And remember, have you ever seen zombie ants? Basically, there's a mold that infects the ant and it controls it. My theory is the plants, heroin, cocaine, nicotine, caffeine, all the addictive, the things that make us hangry and addicted all come from plants. They're making us the zombies. We're just the little zombies that love to eat a lot of sugar and get hangry. Stop eating any plants and you will be the lioness and the lion. You'll be more fertile than you've ever known. It's crazy. Oh, I always have to bring up Maria and Craig. And Maria and they're carnivore. And again, if you're vegan, vegetarian, or Mediterranean, it's still one meal, up the fat, or for the vegans, it's up the coconut oil, the hemp seed oil, the olive oil. Remember, oils are for plants and fats from an animal. And being fat, overweight, obese is not the cause of disease. And I do not recommend these surgeries to make your stomach smaller. It's deadly. And most diabetic doctors and nutritionists are giving us all the absolute incorrect information. Obi wants to know if staying on 500 metformin 2 times a day is good for fertility. I'm not diabetic, recommend originally. I'm not a metformin fan. Dr. Corley loves it, and we all love Dr. Corley. Very smart man. I would say go to 500 a day, look at inositol, and stay carnivore when you're pregnant, or keto when you're pregnant. And keto carnivore is the most amazing, rock solid, live it plan, love it plan. We got to eliminate the diet word altogether. I've got to get it out of my books. I'm going to work on it. But basically, we've been dying from it. A healthy, modern, medical money-making machine that's a monster that all they care about is patenting their inventions that probably they didn't invent, but they patented it. And I don't know. It's just a craziness. We have to lower the cost of medicine. It's getting more expensive, more complicated, more and more drugs. This is a game changer. So, check out, there is no evidence that taking supplements for any of us has been adequately studied and authorized by the FDA, the FTC, or any of us. But we're all taking them, or many of us are taking them. Check out molecular fertility supplements. Our job is to make them more affordable and comprehensive for you guys. We had a DHEA, but we took it off the market, but I'm not sure we should have. But that's a whole nother avenue. But check out, for those that don't like to eat liver, and I love goose liver or duck liver, but our Dr. Kiltz Nutritional Solutions, we have our organ meats and our beef liver. So that may help give you some of those minerals and vitamins that we might be missing. Remember, the majority of the vitamins that we're missing are all fat soluble. That means animal fat soluble. Let's see. And thanks for joining me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Today at 1 o'clock Eastern time, I've got Kelly Hogan is going to be joining me. She's Kelly_Hogan91 and My Zero Carb Life. 3 babies, carnivore for over 10 years. I'm really excited. I know. Listen, again, for vegans, vegetarians, Mediterraneans, and everyone, this is just information that we all be listening to, because I suffer from all of these things, diseases, and bingo, they all went away. Amazing. Let's see. Ashley had a lap in April to move slight endo, getting terrible pains again with my period. Have surgery next month. Could the endo be back? Yes. Also, is CoQ10 good to take until surgery? Yes. Look at our molecular fertility, male and female supplements, omega-3s. And I think, again, it's my belief is the bowels, the colon, and even the small intestines get contaminated with bacteria, yeast, and viruses due to a plant-based diet, plus the phytochemicals and the fiber, which is steel wool, which hurts our bowels. The damage in the bowels and the fermentation of the bowels damages our ovaries, tubes, prostate, testicles, and our minds are screwed up. Plus, the plants provide the hallucinating, zombie creating drugs that make us hangry and addicted. And once you get rid of the majority of them, game changer. I do love French fries cooked in duck grease and dipped in mayonnaise. Duck grease mayonnaise is the very best. And Maria Emmerich, Craig Emmerich, check out mindbodyhealth.com with Maria Craig. And don't forget Ken Berry. I know I was going to talk about Sean Baker, another amazing doc that's been sharing some really good stuff on carnivore. But remember, the case for keto is the most sustainable key to your health life plan, live it plan that you could ever imagine. Most doctors say, don't do it. Nutritionists don't do it. It's not sustainable. But I'm sorry, I've been doing this for 10 years now, and I'm going to be doing it until the day I pass on to the next realm at about 120 is my plan. I'm going to keep going. Rachel, let's see. Hi, Rachel Moore. How you doing? Just arrived Syracuse, possible retrieval this week. Are you in Syracuse? I'm actually going down to Sarasota. I'm getting on my bike. I'm doing some art stuff. I'm working a little bit down at the office there. It's Corley and Lutheringer the rest of the week. I'll be back in a week. So I'm here this Monday, Tuesday, and I'll be gone Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Listen, my job is to continue just bringing the ideas and the information for all of us to change. We have to change. All right, April, miscarriage with Dr. Cheng. We were 7 weeks pregnant, measuring 6 weeks. Heart just stopped beating. When can you try again? Could we transfer 2 embryos? You may, April, do 2, 2 to 6 to 8 weeks. Look at, again, okay. Everything I sell, by the way, my job is to put all of that money back into keeping CNY fertility affordable and accessible. That's why we sell our supplements and our DHA at a lower price than somehow others are selling it at an exorbitant price. And our job is to continue that. So look at our family building guide. Look at these ideas. We have a new one coming out, by the way. And video and share your stories, by the way. We need to hear from you what you have done, or your friend or neighbor or mother or sister have done. And all disease is caused by a high plant-based, low-fat diet, eating like an herbivore 3 to 6 times a day, seeds and nuts and almond, oat, soy. Any fake milk is deadly. Even coconut may be deadly in some way. So, but yeah, we can get you going. You could do either a natural, but you need to be on the immune 3 or 4 protocol. Prednisone 10 twice a day, Lovenox 30 to 40 twice a day, Plaquenil 200 twice a day, and Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle. It's a live it, love it plan. Diet is out. I will never tell anyone you need to lose weight. You need to use the weight. And keto, paleo is just a high fat life plan. We only burn fat in the mitochondria. And it turns out if you eat 3 to 6 meals a day, all carbs, your sugar level's higher, your rust level is higher, you're damaging your eggs, your sperm, your embryos, your implantation environment. But number one, you're going to damage your bowels, your colon, your small and large intestines, your esophagus. GERD, deadly, my friends. It's simple. 1 meal, cook the carbs well, add the fat, and keep a positive attitude. You got to keep the positive. It's all about being more positive in life. I am having a baby. We are building our family, and fertility is mine for life. Prevera 10 days, thin lining, it didn't make me bleed. Listen, I always say you might do estrogen, progesterone, add the Lupron, stay on the Lupron, stop the estrogen, progesterone. If that does not cause you to thin out the lining, hysteroscopy, DNC, then start your estrase. Stay on the Lupron at 10 units or less at 200 if you want. What can I do if seeing my DNC because of a thick lining? My OB said he won't do it because for him is normal. Look at sometimes we don't need to do the hysteroscopy DNC, but they're welcome to give me a call, 315-416-9872. I'm welcome to talk to your OBGYNs, your doctor. Maybe I can help a little bit. Our job is to work as a global medical family. Rather than chastising all of us, we need to work together. I've learned from opposites. I've learned from Dr. Gleicher and Dr. Meldrum and Dr. Scher and so many out there. Dr. Vidali, by the way, check out Pregmune, Pregmune, for your full-on immunologic testing profile. Then we get you a discount through CNY Fertility. So go to Pregmune, look at the immunologic testing. You'll get a discount for the report. I think it'd be really helpful. And look at, you don't need any test in medicine, a data point in a chart or in the bank. Sometimes I call the data as doo-doo. The data is being uploaded to the top 10% of the money holders of the 90% of the money, which is trying to control the little data mongers and control us. Listen, you control the universe because your mind creates everything out there. The more you understand that, that's why God is the most powerful concept ever created by man, woman, humans, because we are the Ferraris and the Lion Kings, and God is within all of us, and have faith every day. So the medical mystery is you're the one that has to make the change, and you have to keep on digging deep. Look at, you have more access to medical information today than we did. Most of us do in medical school. So keep on looking, listening, learning. And if what you're doing isn't working, ask questions. Look at our family building guide in Kiltz's Keto and say, hey, nurses at CNY Fertility, I read this. Dr. Kiltz said I can do this. Talk to your OBGYNs. Tell them, yes, I want to do this. Vitamins recommended for FET prep. Molecular fertility supplements contain most of the minerals and vitamins you need. Whether or not you really need them is questionable anyway, and whether or not DHEA and all of our other supplements work, and even my crazy Kiltz's Keto Life Plan. Listen, these things don't work for everyone, and many people have babies without ever doing Kiltz's crazy keto lifestyle. So know this: we at CNY Fertility never have the conversation to tell you to ever lose weight. We will take care of you no matter your weight. You're a miracle, magical machine, and God's within all of us. Vitamin, let's see, vitamin D, by the way, A, D, E, K are critical, fat soluble. And remember, the plants and the antioxidants are actually anti-nutrients. They want to kill us and control us. We become the zombies of the plants. They're the predators. Steak and butter with family. I did a little Instagram. I had my friends over for Kiltz's Steaks, Gibson Steaks, and Snake River Farms. I made duck grease French fries dipped in mayo and Kiltz's keto ice cream. Just look at, you got to treat and reward yourself. This is not meant to be painful. Sugar can be eaten. It's converted in the liver to fat. That's where it's at. And simple sugar is better than complex sugars, by the way. Complex carbs are deadly and fiber is deadly. I will bet $1 billion fiber and these fiber supplements are no good for any of us, by the way. But we had a great time. I did have a little bit of wine. Listen, wine, whiskey, and beer, a little bit from time to time, but every day, deadly. And when you're pregnant, no. Fermentation of carbohydrates in our bowels make heat, gas, alcohol, and alcohol. It's deadly. And this making butyric acid in your bowels and it's good for you, bullshit. Our glycocalyx is being damaged from the damaging advice of our experts, which are basically dictatorial to all of us. And the medical school told me I couldn't talk about this. So what do? I care for you. I went into medicine to take care of human beings and learn the optimal human lifestyle. And my friends, it's one meal a day or less. It's carnivore keto. And again, this keto shit is a label. Forget it. It's most amazing. But we were able to eat plants, fresh fruits and vegetables when they were in season, cooked well, add the fat. But so many people are allergic to these plants, and they contain phytates, oxalates, lectins. And look at Steve Gundry's stuff. Dr. Gundry, Plant Paradox. We're going to get Dr. Gundry on one of our lives to have a conversation. Amazing. But by the way, dogs and cats are carnivores in the wild, and humans are carnivores in the wild. All right. LHHCG supplement. I will be okay that. Yeah. Gonal F, Gonal, Follistim, Menopur are all fine. You don't need to take the low-dose HCG. We've worked at CNY Fertility to help people with more low-dose protocols. Mixed protocol with low-dose HCG, Gonal or Follistim, or just Menopur or little Menopur. Trigger with Lupron and or HCG or both or one or the other. But if what you're doing isn't working, we're going to change it up. Nawal, how you doing? Listen, everyone, keep sharing your energy. CBD, yes, CBD and LDN. Let's see if I've got my LDN book here. I'm working to share all these books. This is a really good one. The Hunter-Gatherer Within. And basically our ancient nature is the hunter-gatherer. But there is a book on low-dose naltrexone. Check it out. But CBD oil, it's anti-inflammatory. Omega-3 fatty acids. But you guys, you don't need any of the supplements. You don't need any of the extras. If you only ate the original, optimal, reproductive human lifestyle, the Live It plan, the Love It plan, it's carnivore. And Kelly Hogan's going to be on 1 o'clock Eastern. I'm really excited to share her energy. And I got to tell you, listen, when I eliminated the plants, who are the predators of it, I eat almost no green vegetables. I do once in a while have a blue cheese stuffed olive in an extra filthy dirty martini, but rarely, only from time to time. And my French fries, the only other carb I eat any significance. Oh, my Kiltz's keto ice cream. I love dark chocolate. We're working on a nutritional solutions, a chocolate, dark chocolate with a little bit of sea salt. Amazing. All right. How's everyone doing today? Rachel Retrieval, yes. And you guys, Lutheringer, Corley, Faruqi, amazing team members. We're hoping to continue to grow and keep our costs low. We're working to work with your OBGYNs, again, integrating Eastern and Western protocols, ideas, open access, medical knowledge that we should not be gagged from giving you ideas. Remember, we're only giving you options that have been written in the public forums, in the journals, and our professional things that are here to help you. You can tell I'm a little tweaked, aren't you? Right? Because me too cannot, when the medical crazy monster of a money-making machine is trying to tell us that we can't share these ideas, even keto and paleo, they are working to gag us, but I am here and I went into medicine to find the optimal human lifestyle. And check out Ken Berry, Maria Emmerich, and more. Really, really great, by the way. Oh, thanks to Brother Ray and Jack's bicycle shop in Irvine. I just got myself a new Trex. I do a little bit of riding. When I go down to Florida, Sarasota, I love to ride. And, I'm listening to some book, an idea, podcast to help me learn what so many others are sharing out there that we could all learn together. All right. Done 2 rounds of letrozole this cycle. Follicles still aren't growing. Add some gonadotropins. Add a little bit of gonal, Follistim, Menopur, maybe a little low-dose HCG. Omnitrope, human growth hormone, may be helpful. Some people say DHEA may be helpful in all this, but I don't know anymore. There's a patent that, I gotta be quiet. I do get myself in trouble some days. It's not my intention, but I would be hopeful that Dr. Gleicher and many of the other doctors, they're sharing their scientific expertise and sharing it openly with all of us, would have the intention of making medical care more affordable and accessible for you and everyone out there, and not simply doing this because their mission is to make more money and put it in the bank. Failed transfers, not too familiar with inflammation. Blood work than Kim. Pregimmune, Shelley Lewis. Look at pregimmune.com, our CNY Fertility website. Will, I got to talk to Will, make sure it's all there. But that can help you get some insight. But to me, all disease is caused by inflammation. If you're infertile, as we say, now that's negative. You know me, I'm the positive guy. If you're having fertility issues, you have inflammation. Inflammation is caused by excessive exercise. I do 30 minutes, light bike, a little bit of light weights. I've been kind of putting some stuff out there. I look like a little bit of an idiot, but I figure if I don't make a fool of myself in one way or another before I die, I mean, you gotta laugh at myself. And I'm working at it more and more laughter, more joy, even in the pain of this process. But I do recommend, again, look at the family building guide. And there's a lot of stuff on the immune protocols. I don't remember what page it's on, but the most important thing to reduce inflammation. You can never eliminate it because always there's some oxidative processes going on in our bodies. But meditation, prayer, faith, and belief in the thing you dream about as if it already is. And then Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle. And I'm making it up. Listen, it's not proprietary. You can share it. And I don't care if someone else wants to share Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle. We did trademark it so that it's coming our way, but I'm not going to sue you for using, like trying to share these ideas that we can do better. But absolutely, no, yes. Well, I'm a lazy guy. I love naps. I like at least 3 5 to 10 minute naps a day. And they're always attitude of gratitude. And I put my little stopwatch on my little thing here, and I give it for 5 to 10 minutes. And I go, thank you, Lord Creator, for the day. Thank you for all the people in my life. Thank you for the challenges of my life. Thank you for the things that are helping me grow and learn. And I'm really grateful to Dr. Gleicher and everyone that's in this process of learning. Gee, I didn't know there was a patent for DHEA. None of us knew that, but we want to understand what we all can do to understand what can we do better to help you on this journey. Babies. Well, okay, so the babies process of Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle, bacon, eggs, butter, beef, ice cream, and salt. This is kind of just one keto lifestyle. There's really very low inflammatory. Don't use black pepper. And ice cream. Some people might be allergic to vanilla. You might just do a little bit of white sugar. Again, I think white sugar is okay, a little bit from time to time. It's the rewards of life, treating yourself. But you know, there's slight differences. I mean, basically keto is a high fat, low to no carb diet. Lifestyle. Diet is dead. Lifestyle is a love it style. And it's the way for the human optimal reproductive food plan, right? You got to have a menu, by the way. BMI have to be in order to do a reversal. I don't have a number for BMI. Some have higher BMIs, but I'm still able to laparoscopically get in there. So I don't remember what it is. I apologize. You know, our anesthesiologists sometimes are nuts, but if I can get in there easily, I can do it. And the more we do, the more we amass in life in our minds. Stuff doesn't matter. Money doesn't matter. It's what's in the mind and the joy and the creativity we learn and connect every day. Grace Abbott, fresh versus frozen. I love both of them. If fresh isn't working, do it frozen. A lot of people will bank embryos. I like duo stem, triple stems, and Dr. Faruqi likes stacking. I like to start 1 to 10 days later after retrieval. You don't have to have a baseline, you just get started. Lindsay Holter, how you doing? A wave and a love to everyone out there. Keep sharing these ideas, by the way. This is the most amazing concepts I've ever learned. 10 years ago at 55, I stopped eating vegetables, fruit, fiber, seeds, or nuts of any significance. I went to a carnivore life plan every day. I eat ribeye steak every day, a little bit of frog raw, put some butter and salt on it. Kiltz's keto ice cream, amazing. I once in a while will have French fries, a martini, extra filthy dirty. I just keep on adding more olive juice. Ask Sue at Lemongrass in Syracuse, or I'll ask Dom at Mirbeau in Skinny Atlas. Listen, from time to time we sip the wine, but you don't want to binge it and you don't want to go crazy with it ever. A daily glass or two is not good, in my opinion. Let's see. Cause of normal PG tested embryo A, grade to fail, Boscox. It's simple, inflammation. So PGS testing isn't accurate. Normal embryos can miscarry or not implant, or abnormal embryos can implant to become normal babies. This is the game changer idea that I've learned. Ultimately, the challenge for all of us is to understand that it's inflammation. When you eat plants, they micronize the plant phytochemicals, antigens, fiber, and the bugs and bacteria, yeast and microbes go everywhere, to every nook and cranny. They cause vascular damage, inflammation. They damage the glycocalyx. Look up the glycocalyx and you will understand the truth is no one knows about it. But it is the Teflon shield of the human body, the glycocalyx, the glycobiome. And that's why fat is the soap that supports the glycocalyx. And sugar, by the way, glucose, is not for your mitochondrial energy. It's for the glycocalyx. And you heard it first from Kiltz, the crazy man. Insulin resistance does not exist. Obesity doesn't cause disease. And glucose is never the energy for your mitochondria. CDFET day. Lydia, there's not a cycle day. Generally, you're transferring embryos anywhere between 3 and 7 days after ovulation or progesterone added or a rise. So it's individualized in many ways. Mucinex good for inflammation. Nika, yes. So again, the antimicrobial, antihistamine, the anti-endo plan is so that let's see, Pepsi-Claritin and Benadryl are helpful to reduce inflammation. Levaquin, Flagyl, Diflucan, and Valtrex, anti-inflammation, and Orlis or Lupron with letrozole for 2 to 4 months. And Dr. Vidali is our game-changing expert, along with on endo, and Dr. Lutheringer, and don't forget Dr. Montalto and Dr. Kondrup, also, by the way. How about pure vegetable juice, celery and kale? I think it's deadly. Though you're micronizing the chemicals that plants make to control the environment. We're just another bug or a beast, an herbivore. And look at so many people are addicted to heroin, cocaine, marijuana, nicotine, and caffeine. They make us kill people over those things. No one is addicted to a ribeye steak and needs to kill over it, right? And I know it's kind of crazy, but basically plants are life forms and animals are life forms. You must eat a life form to be alive. No plant, no animal, no bug, no beast wants to be dead. But plants can't run and hide. They made poisons and manipulated zombie-making chemicals to control you. It's crazy, right? Ask my local OB/GYN to perform to determine endo. You can do the Receptiva RX. It's an endometrial biopsy. It's off, though, 20% of the time it says you don't have it, you do. But it's really good if it says you do, then you likely do. But your problem is inflammation. If you're having fertility issues, unable to get pregnant, miscarriage, incompetent cervix, early, mid, and late losses, problems with fetal demise, even at term, preeclampsia, hypertension, diabetes, they're all caused by inflammation. Endometriosis is another inflammatory condition. You could treat it either medically or laparoscopically, or guess what? I know this stuff is really, really radical, and most of us just can't believe that this is the most amazing thing. Carnivore to me is number one, but again, all respect to everyone's beliefs in their cultural and social desires to eat only plants or some plants and some animals or only animals. Whatever you're religious and spiritual, political, or whatever it is, each human needs to honor each human as the goddess and the gods within all of us. That's the most amazing thing. That's the game changer, reduce inflammation. But Receptiva DX, endometrial biopsy, you can do an ERA, ERP to look for timing of transfer, Preg-immune testing for immunologic. Don't forget the metabolic, the hematologic, and the thrombophilic testing, and look at your vitamin levels and inflammatory levels and things like that. But ultimately, you don't need any test to do anything. If you're having a problem, it's caused by your lifestyle. And the optimal human lifestyle is Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle for fertility. And again, it's a crazy one. It's free of charge to download and share it with everyone. And stay keto, paleo, carnivore once you're pregnant, because your babies are getting sick from the plant poisons that basically want to reduce the number of herbivores. The plants are smarter than you and I. That's crazy. Let's see, natural conception for men and women. EU natural, do you think it improves sperm quality? I don't know what that is. I'll have to look it up. Text that to me or email it to rkiltz@CMyFertility, EU natural, or 315-416-9872. There's so many supplements and things out there. I don't know what is the right thing. Between the molecular fertility supplements, male and female, and carnivore, keto, paleo, and whatever your choice of vegan or vegetarian or Mediterranean, omnivore-ish, or are you in a carnivore realm? All those things are, I think, helpful. Day 5 of stims, estrogen is 292, Razan, 4 follicles, size. Listen, I don't look at estrogen levels very much, even progesterone levels. You keep going, you watch your follicles. When they're in the 16 to 22 millimeter range, trigger HCG Lupron, one or both, and then do a retrieval. No one can really say. There's such a wide range of these numbers. I call it mental masturbation. And now I'm wondering whether or not all of our professional journals are all mental masturbation. And they're all just about one thing. Look at me, I'm the smartest guy, and I'm going to get a patent, and I'm going to make more money on this than you. Sorry, I know I'm crazy. All respect to everyone out there. It's just kind of where we're playing with the dance of life in this world. Let's see, request to be, let's see, can you post your direct number? 315-416-9872. That's my direct cell phone. Now, I can't get too many in the day. I can handle some. I do my very best. rkiltz@cmyfertility.com. Send it out there. I only can get so many emails in a day. I'm doing my very, very best that I can each day, by the way. Just another human with problems. Can you still be on keto if you take metformin? Listen, keto, 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 keto. The key to a fertile life is keto. Now again, it's a label. It's an anti-inflammatory. It's a high-fat, low-carb. And protein does not come from a plant. I'm sorry. It comes from meat. It comes from muscle. That's why the meat-based lifestyle is the fertile lifestyle. Oh, check out Kevin Stock, by the way. Another amazing guy that shared some stuff. I love it. And another crazy one, I love to share these books and ideas. Ken Reski, he passed a couple of years ago. Amazing ideas, very simple. I'm just a simpleton to understand the science of the human body. Occam's razor says the simple answer is the one. We're making all these ideas that make it so complicated. It's not. Here's the way I recommend it for all of us. 1 meal a day. That's it. At night before you go to bed. Cook the carbs well if you insist on eating plants. Lettuce is nature's toilet paper. Don't touch it. Infinite meditative moments a day. That is it. But positive, loving, kind. And when our brain gets tweaked that we want to attack, I love you. Thank you for sharing. We're learning from all these things that happen in our lives, and they're the tough things, but stay keto forever. See, my baby's 3 weeks. Yes, Julie. Leah, diet supporting lining growth for FDT. You look at Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle. Look at LDN, CBD. Adding the molecular fertility supplements may be helpful. No science has ever proven that taking a supplement, DHEA, or even IVF. Look, we have so many people that conceive and have a baby when they failed IVF or they had a baby from IVF, they get pregnant. So to make a patent on any of these ideas is ridiculous to me. Let's see. Look at human growth hormone, Omnitrope, Cerevital, Somaderm. Acupuncture may help. Yoga, meditation, prayer may help. Light therapy may help. All of these things. Thyroperoxidase antibodies high. How do you bring down inflammation? Everyone, right? Number one, I am fertile. We have all these tests that say one thing, but a lot of people get pregnant with all these abnormal tests. Fibroids, endo, low ovarian reserve. I took a supplement, I didn't take a supplement. So the absolute right answer is a mystery, my friends. And in medicine, my job is to search the world for ideas. I got to now be careful whether or not they're patented or not. Woo. February, worried about my baseline blood work, not being able to get help. Oh, for those people, you can go to our website, a list of some testing that might help on the male and female side that you can take to your OBGYN, maybe your family doctor, your naturopath, that they can help you with this. And let's encourage all nutritionists and Eastern and Western philosophers and all these to look carefully at a keto lifestyle. And the reason I use keto, because it encompasses all the vegan, vegetarian, Mediterraneans, pescatarians, paleotarians, and carnivarians. It really is quite amazing to look at, by the way. A little after 11. Let's see. April, thank you. You guys are all amazing, by the way. I've learned from you. I recommend the COVID vaccine, by the way, but you've got to choose what's right for you. None of us know the answer but you. And you're in charge of what goes in your body, what procedures you have. And so before you do anything, you've got to know what you're doing, or at least recognize that you're doing it on your own. And so dig deep into everything we're sharing, by the way. Having some brown discharge, 5 weeks, 2 days, and we go tomorrow for the first ultrasound. A little bit of discharge is normal. Sometimes a little bleeding inflammation is normal. It could be from the stuff going in the vagina, but have the practitioners that you're going to talk to and look at help you with that. You guys know I could do this all day, all day, all day. I love you guys. Wherever you're at in this journey, if you're having an issue with our practitioners, our staff, or me, or any of us, let us know. We want to listen and learn to know more of what you're feeling, thinking in this whole process. I work nights until 3 a.m. How do you eat before sleeping if your schedule is different? Kristen, you want to eat before you go to bed. But 1 meal a day is all you need. Rest and digest is the best. And the most important thing is no fiber, no fruit, no vegetables, no seeds or nuts of any significance. And the fake foods, the processed foods, don't touch them. But I recommend have your dinner before you go to bed. So then you're resting on digesting and you're fine. I don't measure macros, by the way. I have no idea how many calories I'm eating. I am just amazed when I stopped measuring and I went to the one meal. I've like never felt better in my life. Let's see, eating hopefully Wednesday, should we not have sex? Okay, Sarah, Grizaplen, sex is good, orgasm is good, connectivity is good, sensuality is part of humanity. And we need to be touching and feeling, and yes, sex is okay before transfer, before IVF. I mean, we're in the making babies business, right? And medicine is in the health and wellness business. Or is it really just a money-making machine that's really gotten out of control? I'm sorry. Oh boy. But I'm here to help and share and learn some new ideas, and respect and honor to everyone on all avenues and angles of this process. Amy, Sarah, Stacy, Ronia, a pleasure. Keep at it. Listen, each of us has all the infinite time in the world. Never, ever, 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 ever give up hope. Each day be reborn. And whatever your religious, spiritual, or God belief is, know that God is within us and every single human being out there and every entity of the universe. I love you guys. 1 o'clock today, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm going to talk to Kelly Hogan about carnivore and fertility. Bye, guys. See you guys. Thanks for joining me. Love you guys. And thank you, Tia, for taking care of me. I'm a lot of work.